All right, welcome everybody. How you guys doing today? Wow, targets. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, that worked. Okay, so as you guys all know, we have been sitting in a short. We've been sitting in an ETH short. I have not had a chance to look at my ETH short, but the last time I did take a look at my ETH short, it was really good. It looked good. I'm just a little bit bummed about it. The only thing I was a little bit perturbed is that I just feel I had missed part of my I definitely had missed part of my shorts. I had my higher shorts loaded up there. Where is it? Where's it at? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it's got to be way. So this was it. I mean, I checked this. That was a long time ago. Oh God, look at that. That was a long time ago. So that's where it was sitting then. It's got to be a little prettier right now. It's got to be looking pretty juicy right now. Listen, we had this wedge played out like this, and we're just going to kind of zip through the show. I want to make these shows as quick as possible. I had this wedge played out here, and two options. One, I used the close bodies, so I used the candle closes. 1, 2, 3. Came on down here. Now, we've had a wick here, but we haven't had a candle close here, so I'm still looking for this to come down, a candle close on this. Still looking for a possible wick to come down here and tag this. Now, let me tell you what, 64.50 has got to hold here. Otherwise, this thing gets really ugly, okay? It just gets super ugly. So now that we've made our way down here, and we are in weakness, we need a bounce. We need some kind of a rally bounce, just a little bit of relief bounce. Our 4-hour super oversold on the Stoke. We will be bouncing at the bottom. There's a lot of things that are pretty low right now. We're going to have to go and take a look at those in just a second. Now, the point that we don't want to break is, here's this trend line. If you go straight off, look at how this one works out. Right, you pull this trend line all the way back here. I can pull it right off there, right off there, right off that wick, right off the bottom of this whole confluence area. And this is possibly one of the areas I'm looking at. This is the first one. This is the second one. Now, if you break this, it's really hard to count your one. Where is this our 1, 2, 3? You know, is this wave 1 and 2 right here, or is this wave 1 and 2? This wick right here has me all screwed up, so I've just been kind of ignoring it. It's not really the right thing to do, but it's kind of what I'm doing. Until this breaks, until this gets down here and clearly breaks this wedge, it's got to get down here and break 64.50. I'll then be like, okay, this is a finalized wave 1, and we're now in a wave. We're in a wave. A impulse wave down, right? This would have been our finished ABC, and this would have been our impulse wave down here to the bottom that we've already started. But I can't tell you that. I don't know. I do not know the answer to this yet. Only time will tell, right? Now, I think we are still going to come down here and test this wedge. I think this is possible. I don't know if this violates the wave 1 rule or this down here violates the wave 1 rule. So this is a very bearish version of breaking this wedge. Break this, and yes, oh bejesus, oh crap, there's my 1914. This, trust me guys, this is the fib you have to throw on your fib charts. 1914, check it, watch it, it works, right? It's super amazing. Let's go over here and check our 12-hour side of the chart. So just going over to check on our 12-hour side of the chart over here. You know, I was looking, so I'm still looking for the 618. It's still up here. I still have shorts loaded up here. I do, but every day that goes by, I now have to stop and I have to start reassessing this because of this trend line that's marching down here, right? This trend line is just getting blown out, right? So now the problem is the farther you move sideways, the lower that trend line moves, and you know, you got this nice pattern right here. You've got this, and you know, is this gonna hold? Is this gonna play out again where we come up and test that 618? If we do, we're now going to have to break a trend line, and breaking that trend line is going to be just a little bit harder, actually a lot harder. I am going to pull this line off. I don't need that anymore. Our fib lines, let's take a look here. Okay, so you came back and look at this, bam, right on. Look at this, see the little dotted cheat line right there? There's a little dotted cheat line. We came down, we smashed it. Right now, this bull cross that we have over here on the daily, this cross, look, this thing just got absolutely destroyed. It just wrecked this cross. Now, this has also happened previously when this cross, right here, check it out. Same thing, daily cross, came up. This didn't even have a chance to come up, so this shows more bearishness than this did. And then this just ripped right through both of these. Just put in a nice bottom here, and then gave us a nice, beautiful ricochet up for a great bounce, for a very bullish bounce, because this was a lower high right here, a higher low, right? Followed by this area. So these lows are kind of moving up right here, right? The area we have to watch out for is we just can't break 61.15. You know, come down here and break this, and this is hasta la vista for the bulls. Because this would now show you that you put in a new lower low, and we're getting close to that. We're not that far off of it. I still am expecting there's got to be some kind of a bounce here soon. I'm not sure where it is. I think if it's not on this line right here, it's going to be on this line right here. Okay, so we're going to pick up one of these trend lines. Has got to hold for us. This could bounce around a little bit, get a little relief rally, and then fall down again, or this thing could just tank out over the next couple hours, and then we'll have to just kind of reassess from there, right? All right, let's move along. All right, two brand new charts that we're working with over in the members area. So this is two brand new charts I'm working with in the members area. Just some really amazing stuff. I know it looks very right. It looks pretty complicated, right? But believe it or not, this chart is absolutely perfectly. This is such an amazing chart. So purple bounces, right? But these are bullish bounces. So if you look at where all of these purple circles are, I know it's hard to get in here, but where you look, all these purple circles, right? Look at this linear line. Look at this perfect line. Boom, 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 right? Perfect all the way down, right? Well, every single one of these touches is a bullish touch, right? Look at this. Here to here, bullish. Here to here, bullish. Here to here, bullish. Every single one of these signals the bump. Oh, God, I hate that. Yeah, every one of these signals a little bump before the bounce, right? Every one of these signals, like the last, here you go, you get this little hook, Now this is bullish here and then falls out. Bullish here, falls out. Bullish here, falls out. Bullish here has started to fall out, right? So take a look. So there it is. And there's the purples. They're purple, 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 right? So, and here's the next crazy thing. Look at this. This is even wilder, right? Check this out. This fall from here, if you start here, perfect on the 618, right? These all land exactly on the fibs. Look at this. This fib, this peak came up here and touched, perfect on the 618. The next one came up, perfect on the 382. The next one came up, perfect on the 326. It's just amazing the confluence that you have. Now, in order to get this correct, you have to get in here and dig in and find out exactly where everything goes. But now I'm going to show you, if you look back from this original fall, so we're going to go back all the way up here to the tippy-toppy fall. This was the top right here, right? There's the top. Came back. Look at this first dive to here. Perfect on the 786. Next one came up. There it is. Look at perfect on the 382. There's the 382. Came up again. Perfect on the 382. Came down. Came up again. Perfect on the 236. Like every single one of these linear, these lines, these diagonal trend lines, right? They all correlate with a fib line, right? They all correlate perfectly. Look at this one right here. This one correlates exactly with this 5-0 right there, right? So I gotta figure it out mathematically, but somehow this all This all has this all works together to be one large pattern. And if you can decipher the pattern, you can tell the future by looking at the past. And that's what I'm undoing the past to tell me the future. And every time, everything I'm breaking into right now, I'm finding a trend. So one of the trends I see is this dropped 1, 2, 3. Look at this. So if you start your line up here, right? If you start up here at the tippy top up here, bang, 2, 3, 4, right? There's 4 drops, right? You get 4 drops, okay? And then it kind of resets, and then you're off to the running, right? Now, this is the top over here. This is our new top over here, right? 1, 2, 3. We've only done 3 drops over here so far. These are not drops. These are bullish. You see these purples? All these purples are bull. All these oranges right here, bear, 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 bear. Bear, bear, bear. We're missing a bear. We're missing 1 bear drop over here. So we've had 4, look at all these bull, 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 bull. We've got 3 bears. We're missing 1 more bear drop over here. I don't know where it's at. Okay, but if this is anything, this does show me that you had 3 bears, right? You had 3 bears line up. Then you kind of got a relief rally. Then you got another major bear, right? So I gotta just kind of figure out how this all plays out, and I'm gonna find this one, actually this right here. All right, so look at this. This is your top right here. So this is the top, but it's not, right? This is not the top. This is over here, right? This is the top over here. But it's not. This one right here is not the top, right? The top was actually right there. Oh, right there. And right there. There's the top right there. That is the top, and that is the top. So what I'm trying to do is there is a pattern here that shows you how to find this top. And I'm going to find it. And every time, and I'm telling you, there's gonna be a line from here to here, right? Right from here to here, it's gonna go something like this, right? It's gonna go something just like this, and I'm gonna be looking for this to touch somewhere over here, right? I'm gonna be looking for this. Now, does this have to go all the way down and then come up and tap this? And then what this will do is this will tell me that this is the right before your top, right? So this is your low. Here's your white box right here. Here's your white box right here. Right? This is our low before our tippy top, our low before our major drop. So I'm looking for this low, this higher RSI peak, in order to find right before we do the big dropout, right? Right? I know. Don't judge me. All right, so let's take a look at this. So in the members area, I've been saying, hey, come on down here, tap this. Here's our ETH chart. Now take a look. This is the 12-hour. Our 12-hour has lots of room to go down. Okay, we got a lot of room to go down here. And this can bang around a lot, falling down here. This hasn't really tanked off like this one. Right, this hasn't tanked off like this one. This just hasn't done a big bearish fall yet. It's kind of sliding down slowly, which is good and it's bad, right? This sliding down slowly right here is giving me a little bit of hope that we're doing this right here. I think we're doing this kind of pattern. And I think we're doing this, and we're not going to do this. So this is better because it's kind of like gives you a little bit of time. You can get into a trade. You can make some money. I don't like this. When you get into this, it's just like panic, chaos. Everybody's FOMOing, and it just turns into just an absolute nightmare, right? This turns into a huge nightmare right there. This is much easier to trade. We make way more money doing this. It takes time. You still get the profits. You just don't have this harrowing, screaming, fearful drop to the bottom, okay? We're going to take a look over here, and all right, so here you got, look, you're about to have a cross between your Tenkan line and your 20 MA. So you're about to have a Tenkan line, 20 MA cross. Let's see how this plays out, right? You got your Tenkan just diving here, just absolutely diving to the bottom. And if this thing dives in, lands on top, Let's see here. What happens when it's above or below the price? I think when it's below the price and it crosses, it's bad. Let's see here. Let me just confirm this real quick. I want to see this thing cross below the price. Well, there it is. That's very bullish, right? That's a very bullish cross right there, right? If it crosses below the price, it's bullish. Crosses above the price, definitely more bearish. We're going to have to see if the price holds here, because this is like, I'm telling you, I think we're really, really close to some kind of a bounce. I think we're really close to some kind of a bounce here. Let's see, that's just running ahead. That's a daily thing, so it's got a long way to go. 6 hour with the Stoke and the RSI, both plunging. Now deep, this is deep. You can skip a little bit and just keep dropping, and you can see what happened. This is the last time. So this is what I'm talking about. Here's this fall right here. This is all the skipping. This, and then these are just bounces. This is kind of what I'm looking for. This was ugly, and then just was pretty much kind of fizzled out and then went bullish. I'm looking for more of this thing to happen right here. 4 hour, absolutely at the bottom, begging for a bounce. Absolutely begging for a bounce, saying we are gonna bounce, right? RSI's got a long way to go, but the Stoke does not, right? The Stoke chart just does not. This says you got to give me a break. I got to bounce a little bit, and then you can continue on, right? All right, so that means adjust your stop losses. The 1359 chart just playing out like absolute clockwork, right? Love to fall out on the threes. Did a great job. Fell out on the threes. You guys know how I work with this thing. Let's also go ahead and take a look. Another victory for the 6. Right now, I want you to take a look. This is kind of playing out exactly the same way here, right? We're watching this play out. See, look at this 3. See, the 3 was here and made this inverted hammer, right? This inverted hammer is very bearish, very bullish. It's a very bullish hammer. But look at this one. This made a nice doji. This kept going on a little bit, but then it snapped back up, right? So this thing just snapped back up. Look, we're right in the same zone, right? I'm going to drop a trend line right here, and boom, look at that. Oh, that's a big trend line. Holy Jesus, right? There we go. I'm going to drop this trend line right there, and look at that. We're right on this trend line right here. Like, this is make or break. Now, remember, because this doesn't have a shadow on it, this can go a little bit deeper. This can get you a little bit deeper, and then it's going to wick back up. And I'm expecting a bounce here. Now, I don't expect this radical of a bounce, but I do expect a bounce. So you all need to be prepared. If you are in shorts, if you guys are playing the shorts that we're playing, you need to have your stop losses. Keep moving them down in profit, please. Do not get caught in a massive bounce here, okay? And it just snap back up on you. All right, so here was our danger zone right here, right? This was going up, right? This is our danger zone. We didn't want to break going up, right? Now this is now worked as resistance, but look at this. There's just nothing held in here in this whole zone right here. Nothing held, just right through, right through. I mean, just ripped through this area right here like it was just nothing. Now you're finding support on your 6 hour. You got support right here on your 6 hour. Let's see what we got. Support right there on the 4 hour. Got a lot of support. Got more support down here, 64.80. Let's go check our daily. Daily's got nothing, no help below it, right? 2 day, nothing. All right, I just want to go and see if we got any crosses. Let me see what we got for crosses here real quick. And I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this, right? Getting rid of that, gonna get rid of that. Oh my God, he deleted lines. Oh my God, look out. All right. Yeah, Chona shows a gap at 64.25, and my trend line, that's kind of, we'll go back and look at the other chart in a second. We'll see where our trend lines go, okay? So, like, here we are, we're coming down. Let's take a look at our crosses. Bearish cross. Right? This was a bullish cross. This now is a bearish cross on the daily. Charging down. Everything's charging down after this. 6 hour. You're being held up by the 50 MA on the 6 hour. Looking to bounce off that. Looking to bounce off the 50 MA on the 4 hour. These are both really good. This is a lot of support right here. listen, there's your support down here, 64.52. And this is my target is 64.50 has got to hold. Right, gets down there lower than 64.50, and stuff's gonna get really really sketch. Ooh, look at that, the 2-day, right on the 7MA. A lot of support right here, guys. You see all the support we have right here. I'm telling you, we're gonna get a bounce. This thing has got to bounce. Got to. Right. See our 3-day close. I mean, our 3-day closed, and it just completely tanked out. Right, let's look at this 3-day candle. The wick is up over. Hard to make a possible harami out of this. So this is a possible harami right there. And let's go see which harami that is. There, let's go up here and let me find this puppy. And excuse me, sorry guys, I was not. And let me get this thing. All right, so bearish harami. This is a bearish harami pattern with the candle inside. We're just going to have to watch and see how this plays out, but that does look very bearish to me. And here we go. Here's a second version of it. Bearish harami looks very similar. This is on the 3-day candle. You do not want this on a high time frame candle. That always ends up being a very bad thing. All right. Same, the weekly looking like a bearish harami. Just the weekly's looking like a nightmare right now. Get down to our 2-day. 2-day was a bearish harami, fell out, still falling. But like I said, you've got support. We've got a lot of support right where we're at, and we're just going to see how that plays out. Let's take a look at our trend lines. Came through before. Look, we bounced off this trend line once, twice, did a dead cat bounce, back through, smashed through it. Looking for support. You know, your support's going to be, ooh. You know, we don't want to get down there. We got to be really careful, right? Get that out of there. Get that out of there. Save this chart. Okay. Looking for the wedge break. Got the wedge break. So the wedge broke out of there. We're just going to have to look for some support elsewhere in one of the other charts. That doesn't look good. Okay. RSI. I got to tell you what. We were watching this RSI today. This came up and pointed up here to be a long trade. Oh my God. I was like, there was a moment. Just that one moment, and I was like, I almost crumbled, and I almost told everybody to take profits and pull long. I was so close to pulling along, and I didn't. Anyways, back to the news. All right, so just nose diving out of here, okay? So now, if we expect a bounce, to look something like this bounce over here, right? This bounce right here. You know, this won't be much of a bounce. It's going to be hard to break up back over that long trade, but this is good because it'll give us a lot of chance if we see this coming back up here. And once it gets up to this line, we can make that choice again to pull that long trade. Just a chart. Okay, bearish. This is a bearish divergence chart. You just saw, listen, we were calling this out yesterday. Price action goes up, volume goes down, volume dies while price rises equals dump. This is bear. This is how you got to read this. This is so, I mean, there's like 12-year-olds out there that could have made the short call on this. I mean, it's hard to take any credit with a setup like this. I mean, I'd like to take some credit for making a short call, but I mean, this was just too easy of a chart. Yeah, not pretty. Not pretty. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, here, once again, Heartbreak Ridge. Here was your bull break, and this is so critical because this, once again, we were on the cusp of a break. We were so close, okay? Now, we need to be scared right here. You need to be scared of the bounce. This is where you need to be worried about the bounce, okay? Because this can't bounce right here. This is where this bounces. Look, when this comes down and this touches, look at these. This comes, it touches, and pew, right? Comes right here. Touches, pew, just takes off, right? Takes off. And we're getting there. We're getting really, really close here, right? Where I think this can actually give us that bounce, that bullish bounce back up. And every time you get this J-hook, so we have the J-hook chart, and this is a J-hook pattern that we're possibly encountering right here. Now, if this thing does just continue to fall straight through, it'll do something like this right here, right? We're just going to fall straight through. You're going to tank straight through. But look at all these J hooks. J hook, J hook, J hook, J hook, okay? So this likes to do the J hooks. Look, J hook, they're everywhere. This did the J hook, but once it fell out, look, we did not do a J hook here. There's no hook here. There's no hook. Where's the hook? Right? No hooky. Look, hook. Where's the hook? This hooked. Right there. This hooked. This hooked. This hooked. This hooked. This hooked. This hooked. Where's the damn hook? Give me the damn hook. The hook is somewhere. We're going to find the hook, and I'm telling you, it's not going to be that far off, and the hook is going to be a bounce. Okay? That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a freaking bounce. Right? It might happen down here, 6,400, but this hook is going to freaking bounce. It's just how high this hook is going to bounce. You see every time. Look at this hook. This was a bam, right? And then this one, a little bit less, right? A little quieter, a little bit less, right? And now if you go back and you look at some of the more bearish hooks, right? You have some more bearish hooks. Okay, well, look at this. So you don't want this. If this was our hook and this is our follow through like this, right? Here's your hook right here. There's your hook. This is bullish, got you up to the top. If this is our break right here, this is going to be ugly. We don't want this. If this thing just keeps dropping out, that's no bueno. That's no good. We don't want that, okay? This is a bad hook. And in fact, if this hook and this hook are the same, okay? If these two hooks are the same, this is going to be an ugly drop, okay? Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody likes lines. This is my famous bubble charts, man. Hey, if it's good for Pablo, it's good for me. All right, let's take a look at our short chart, our shorts. Yeah. Wow. Look at the shorts. Just taking an absolute nosedive here, right? And what did we say yesterday? If you go back and you watch the show yesterday, I said, okay, when the shorts go down, that's when you short, right? That's when you short. When the shorts are dropping, that's when you need to be shorting, right? And the shorts are dropping. We were shorting. The shorts were plummeting. I was like, hey, everybody, go to short, go to short, go to short. ETH is coming. ETH is coming. All of our trend lines just shows this bullish action. How this one 10 and 20 MA did not work out. So here you see over here on the daily, you had this 10-20 cross. It just got completely wrecked by the price. It did happen before. That 10-20 cross on the daily happened before. It happened right here. It got wrecked by the price. So I'm just watching this. No help over here with any of my MAs. None of these crosses are really, they're just not doing anything. There's no help here. Just support. That's all you got here is support. Okay. Here's our J-hook chart again. Shows you the trend with our RSI, our trend with our MACD. It shows you the possible J-hooks that you got, every one of these dips. If this is not a J-hook, like I said, we're in trouble. But I am expecting this to be a J-hook. I am expecting this to be a J-hook. A lot of room on your Stoke right there to keep dumping. Okay, I still think we're going to get a bounce. Thought we were going to get a bounce there. Wrong. Delete. Still looking for that bounce. And just the fibs. Nothing. Just nothing. All right, here we go. Let's run in. We've got our 12-hour Bollinger Band. Came down. Tested it. Boom. Now check this out. The 12-hour. Look at how close these are. Look at the daily and the 12-hour. Right? Here's the daily and 12-hour. They're literally sandwiched. The daily and the 12-hour middle BB. Sandwiched. The lower. You got a little range on the lower, but look at how close these are. All right. Oh, shoot. Look at that daily. The daily just dropped on me. Wow. I just did the daily. Right, 67. Okay, so this means that my shorts up above are not looking good. Okay, my shorts up on the top side are not looking good right now. All right, so here we go. We got this. Our daily dropped, so now we got to drop our daily. Our daily is down to 64.49. All right. Oops, sorry. This is our daily. Boink. 12 hours back up here. Let's see where the 12 hour is. I want to put the 12 hour in the right place. Ooh, 12 hour was up. There's the 12 hour. 12 hours at 65.24. 524. There we go. So we got this 12-hour Bollinger Band. So we're sitting on our support of our 12-hour. We broke out. We hit our 6, and died down. Now we're sitting on here. Now this will work as support. This will, right? We can use this as support. Listen, the Bollinger Band this was super contracted. It is now, it's opened up a little bit on the 12-hour, but on the daily, look at the daily. The daily's in a squeeze again. The daily came down into a really tight funnel. So we're funneling on the daily. This is where it gets dangerous. This is where it gets scary, because when this thing squeezes, this thing pops. And, you know, we're just waiting for a pop here, and this thing's going to pop one way or another. We're just going to have to play out where this thing pops. But you see all your supports, you see all your resistances. And on the 12-hour right now, the 12-hour is playing out as perfect support. Okay, so our 12-hour is ripping up the support action really good. So we're looking at our long-term charts here. Here's our long-term chart. We're looking at our basically bullish and bearish scenarios that are playing out here. Kind of this one's breaking down, kind of in a declining, inclining. So listen, price is dropping. Price is dropping right now, right? And we see some of our indicators are this one is pointing up, this one's down, this one's down. So we're going to have to really keep an eye on this. The Stochastic is trying to cross over. So the Stochastic is trying to cross over. This is on a weekly chart. So this is a weekly chart. Our Stochastic is trying to cross over to give us a bullish push. This is trying to give us that bullish push. All right, we've talked about doggy. How many times did we talk about doggy? How many times have we said, right, that doggy is when doggy dies, there's one last push for Bitcoin, right? One last push for Bitcoin. See, look at these. Every time, all these little peaks and valleys, this is Bitcoin behind it. This is Bitcoin right here. Let me grab Bitcoin. I'm going to change the color of Bitcoin. Look, there's Bitcoin right here. Bitcoin is pink, right? This dies. After doggy dies, Bitcoin's over, right? Look at this. Here's doggy. Doggy's dying, right? And then doggy's dying, and then Bitcoin dies, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and Bitcoin dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Bitcoin. This one made it 5, and Bitcoin died. So we come over here, right? We come over here, and we see what do we got? What do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and ooh, Bitcoin's already started falling here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Doggy likes to call the Bitcoin fall, though. I'm going to keep an eye on this. This is not good that doggy's falling. When doggy dies, Bitcoin dies. Okay? When doggy dies, Bitcoin dies. All right. Yeah, so let's take, all right, so I'm going to pull up my MACD chart. Look at hitting resistance. So we're still bearish. So we're completely bearish on our histogram. Our histogram's completely falling off. Here's our MACD line. Our MACD came up, just couldn't get up there. It's trying to roll over on us. It's actually going to be pretty impossible for this. The only way this can work out is if this angles back up and taps that line and then falls out. But here's your lower wedge line. There's your lower wedge line. This thing goes all the way back deep, 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 right? Top wedge line, deep, right? Deep right there. So let's see how this baby plays out over the next coming days. But the histogram is bearish. Your histogram is bearish. And if this thing breaks to the bear side, which it's so close to doing, it's going to be super ugly real quick. It's going to get real ugly real quick. All right, here's our my fib line. So here's all of my fib lines. This is my fib chart and my wedge chart. Let's see what we got here. All right, I'm going to slide this over. Okay, right down on the 236. So this is a 236 from a larger fall, came down, tapped right on the 236. We're using that as support right now. Now look, you've broken this previous area over here of this wave A, what I think is a wave A, B, C, right? This is a wave A over here. Wave A, B, C. This area is now broken. So that's very bad. All right, this is very bad. And I have to go look. Are there any, I need an Elliott wave guy to tell me, any Elliott wave guys out there? When you break wave A with wave C, I think it's done. I think that's it. I think it takes it out. All right, I think it takes it out. All right, let's take a look at Tron. You guys know I was in that Tron trade. I sold out almost perfectly at the top, almost perfectly, very close. Tron dying. Seriously, Tron is like a old, oh, look at this. Look at this, is so bad. This thing is, look at the gaps in Tron. Look at these gaps over here. So these gaps in Tron are just vicious. Look at this gap right here. Okay. It does not. For Fun says it does not. So it doesn't violate that being a, that doesn't violate wave C being a wave 4 still. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about if it's violated that. Yeah, trust me, I know. You're just asking. You got to ask 8 Elliott wave guys, all right, to look at the same chart, and you'll come up with 15 answers. I know. I know. That's why I'm not an Elliott wave guy. Right? I got married. I understand logic. Just nod your head. Yes, yes, honey. Yes, of course. Oh, yeah, of course that's an ABC. Of course it is. So, you know, here, Tron, yeah. Wow. Not looking good. Same thing, same scenario. Just kind of vicious here. And just look at the big gap here. I mean, when you fall this hard, this fast, and you guys know I sold out all the way up here. It was so nice. I bought it all the way down here. So nice. And this is just vicious. Let's try to see if we can pull out some trend lines to maybe save this thing. Like that. Nope, that doesn't help. Let's see if we can go deep. Oh, here we go. Look at this. We can. All right, there we go. All right, good. Perfect. All right, so there we go. Look at Tron. All right, so this is good. This is showing me some 382 correlation. So maybe just some sideways action, come down here. A little bouncing around, maybe bounce up, bounce down a little bit. Come down here, test our 382. This would be pretty good. I would like this. This would be good. I'm still looking to eventually catch some kind of a bounce. I'm very bearish right now. It's very hard to go and pull long trade right now with the way things are moving. Litecoin, now Litecoin is very bearish, right? So Litecoin is very bearish. So take a look at this. I look at this more like a big ABCDE channel right here. Then I do a then I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I can kind of count on a 5 there really easy, but I see this more as an ABCDE looking to come down, touch the wedge at 55 bucks. So my target for Litecoin is $55. Now it is completely taken out this area up here. Now if this is your wave 1 of wave C, your wave 1 of wave C is down here about 55 bucks. So if it does come down here and test this, this is going to be a really close call on to figuring that out. Neo, bleeding, dying. 88, another great trade I was in. I was super long on this baby. And same thing. I mean, I can still count out on this damn thing. I can still count out a possible, you know, I could still count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I can count out a 1, 2, 3, you know, I mean, you can come all the way back down here, and then a 5. I mean, that would be just like the most epic long trade ever. Like this would set, like children would sing about this. I mean, there would be poems written about it. Vikings would name ships after it. I mean, this would be just like a hallelujah moment. Listen, this is not going to fall. This is not going to fall much further here. This is going to bottom out right in this area for sure. Because, I mean, look at this. You got the 382, the 382. You've got a lot of confluence right in this area. You've got this 50 MA on the 4-hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at some others. There you go. 30 MA on the 6-hour. No help on the 12-hour. Daily, just no help, no love whatsoever. And there we go. Okay. So Please let this be one more long up, right? And I'll tell you what, I am not looking good for this to be a long up. Not looking good. All right, let's go quickly. 88, this is my 88 BTC chart. Now, I kind of can count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, right? A little harder to count this as a ABC right now. I mean, you just blew it out. So you've blown out any chance I see of this. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This looks like a really good 5-wave up right here. BTC shows this a lot better. BTC shows us a lot better right here as a finished 5-wave with a new count down. So this, you would count this out A, B, and then this would be your C wave, and then this is just dying out. Look at this thing, just hemorrhaging. I mean, come on, guys. Can I have a little props for that ADA call? I should have shorted it, but can I get a little props? Can I get a little, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, everything's falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. All right. So to everybody that got an XRP and anybody that told you to get an XRP, if you are not a professional trader, if you are not a professional scalper, stay the F out of freaking XRP. You people are crazy. Stay out of XRP. I see all these professional traders telling you to get into XRP, and I see their charts, and I watch their charts, and I seriously want to die. The next guy that I see do this, oh my God, seriously, I saw somebody do this, but it was like this, there, here. It was, I almost died. I literally, this was his chart, I swear to God. Right, this was like his chart right here, right, something like this. Right, it was just like, I swear to God, am I watching Hygen? Is Hygen even on Twitter anymore? I was dying. How do you make this chart? Who do you feed this to? I mean, have you not looked at the chart? Have you never looked here? See that it's dying? You know, this was a complete FOMO pump right here. This was a sucker pump. I'm telling you, 80 people in XRP, all those XRP fanatics, unloaded on your asses and took all of you to town and took all your damn money. That's exactly what happened here. I mean, they were wrecking people. These people loaded it up. They let everybody FOMO into this, and then they pulled the rug out on everybody. Right? Oh, just brutal. Right? So please, guys, do not get into XRP. 2 coins you have to be very, very careful trading. ADA and XRP. Right? ADA has fanatics. God bless them. I mean, XRP has fanatics. God bless them. Worship your token. That's awesome. High five. But ADA is all controlled by just a couple whales. So that's why ADA is a really tough one to play. Okay, so you got to be a professional trader to be trading that. All right, here we are. ETH coming down, testing our wedge right here. Let's see if this can break through the wedge. Now I do have this as a possible ADC, ABCDE. Right, and this is my bear flag, grrr, right? I would like to see this get a little bit of a bounce right here, okay? Let's go over, I've got 2, oh, Jesus Lord, and there goes that, and there goes that, so there goes my, oh my God, my trade has got to just be freaking retarded right now, right? My trade has got to be freaking retarded. So this is kind of what I had. This was the A, this was your B, C, and then this was your E wave. I had hopes your E wave would make it a little bit higher, but yeah, that didn't happen. Okay. All right. So that did not happen. All right. So let's take a look here. I did say you could get back in and reshort this at 227. And listen, now it's too late. It's probably too late to get in this. You're going to have to wait for a bounce. I would not get into any of these trades. We got up into these trades way up here, right? Way up here when Vamp called it. Vamp said, hey, look, all this shit's over, especially ADA, my Tron. I was in both those long trades. I said, nah, that's the top. And then, boom, look at these things dying. Seriously, this is like a dead squirrel on the road that's been run over 6 times, backed up twice by your grandma, and then a dog went and dragged him into the bushes. It just doesn't get any worse than this, right? This is a bad day gone worse. So, you're on the 200 MA, so you do have a chance to get probably a little captured here. Now, that's the 1 hour. Yeah, you're right. That's not going to help. The 1 hour is not going to help catch you on anything. Let's go over here and look at a little bit higher time frame. All right, so here we go. Yeah, there was my trend. So I was trying to hold this. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit more. I'm gonna squeeze it up there. I'm gonna squeeze that right there. I mean, this possibly could hold, right? If I use my 12-hour and I get in here real close, like first date, like, right? If I get in here all first date, like, that has to hold. Right? That has to hold. All right? So I had take profits or set your stop loss tighter. So you guys have got to be moving your stop loss. Oh, look at that. Oh! Makes the wedge and it bounces. It's like magic. It's like magic. Whew. Wow, that was pretty cool. Right? Made the wedge and it bounced. Nice. Right? Nice. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, so there you had it. Yes, let's more than the squirrel. So you need to set your stop losses. You need to lower your stop losses down here. Now, I said look to take profits or tighten your stop loss. This is, you need to be tightening, right? You need to be really tightening. It needs to be up here. You could probably lower it a bit right down here into the 234 range, right? So you could probably drop this baby down to 234. We are in so much profit. We don't even know what to do with it all. We do have an open bar in the group and a free buffet, so you guys could come over and join us. www.until1mil.com. Open bar, free beer, and we're doing tequila shots on Tuesday. Tequila shots and $1 tacos on Tuesday. All right, so is this going to hold? Is this going to hold? Is this going to hold? No. Moment of silence for the squirrel, please. Moment of silence. Shh. You can almost hear the squirrel. Okay, let's move on. All right, so there's ETH. Let's see if this puppy holds right here. Yeah, there goes the 200 MA. That thing held like a rubber band at a high school dance. All right, not looking good. All right, let's take a look now. This is our truly bearish chart right here. Here we go. So this is our truly bearish chart. Here's what's going on. I love this chart. This is my bottom finder chart, okay? So we are plummeting, absolutely plummeting. Now, last time we plummeted like this, here you go, take a look at this. Here's you did a very similar plummet. Now your blue was on top. So let's go find the blue on top of the plummet line. Where is the blue on top? No, nothing. Here's where last time when the blue was on top and plummeting, or right here. Right here, the blue was on top and it was plummeting, but it ripped through the price. The price action was going up here. So this looks like a bounce, like this came down and then bounced up, and at the same time your blue line ripped through it, and this did a good job of calling this bounce, and then it did a good job of calling the top also. Okay, so we're watching this plummet. I'm looking for this little bitty thing right here to turn red, right? I'm looking for this little bitty thing right here to turn red. I want this thing to turn red because when it turns red, I'll know. See right here, look at this thing turned red. Like as soon as it went red, it was like, okay, we're close to the end. Okay, I'm not kidding. Look here, look, I'm red. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna fall out, and then boom, it falls out. Right? It's the same thing every time. Right? This one kind of up, and then baby fall. Actually, that was bullish. So here it is. This one, boom, and just died. Right? So I'm waiting for this thing to turn red. It's crazy that it's green and it's just nose diving. It's really weird. I gotta call Gunnar about this chart. We need to have a chat, right? We need to have a chat. We need to have a chat about this chart. I'm scooting that chart over there. All right, so yeah, broke my wedge. Damn it. So much for being the squirrel whisperer. All right, it did break it though. So it broke the wedge. Let's see if it'll hold this wedge. And maybe I could, yeah. I mean, you know, can always fib it a little bit, I'm sure. It's in, oh, eek. Boy, this is just bad. Okay, so let's get back to our Bitcoin. Let's see where Bitcoin is. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, so much for that freaking wedge. So much for that freaking wedge. Seriously, fired. Fired. Alarms are going off. All right, so my Stoke alarms are just triggered. Look at this. Absolutely perfect. 64.24 on the, look at that, landed on the 236, right? It just decimated everything here. Decimated. Wow. We're just going to take this off. We're going to have a moment of silence for that trend line. Moment of silence for that trend line. That was the squirrel that just got run over. There's two blue squirrels. They both got run over in the middle of the road. Very, very sad. Let me go. Where's my other? Damn. Where's my? Wow, that's just brutal. Look, two there. This is super ugly right here. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. Now. Okay. So if this was your one, if you're counting, this is your one. This is now violated, right? But look, it's trying to hold the 236. It's trying to look at very, very bare version breaking this wedge. Well, broke the wedge. So there goes that. Yeah, dead squirrel. Dead squirrel. Bad squirrel. All right. Where's that? I have one more. Where's my chart at? Where's my? Not this one. Oh yeah. Let's take a look at this one. Oosh. All right. RSI chart. Yeah. Look at this. Exactly. Look at it. Just boom, boom. Boom. Dude, it was so funny. I swear to God, we called this out in the earlier one. I said, you see this little nubby right here? It's going to go up here, and then it's going to fall out, right? I said, see this little nubby? So I matched this. I said, because this thing was pointing up here, and it was trying to get up here, and I'm like, watch this little nubby thing. It's going to go up just like this. It's going to fall out just like that. And then it didn't even have a chance. It was just retarded. It just bailed out. Looking for some support there. Yeah, all right, breaking our, broke that, broke that, broke that, oof, broke that. Yeah, okay. Well, that happened. Oh, oh, oh. Yep, there goes all my alarms. My alarms are going off. Those are my oh crap alarms. Let's just put this on the board right now, okay? Let's just put this on the board right now. My 6 worked completely. Just absolutely worked completely, right? Oh, Jesus Lord. All right, let's go over it. Let's take let's go over and take a look at some of our targets that we had, okay? So our ETH target. All right, let's go over and see where ETH is. Ooh, getting a bounce, getting a bounce. All right, so let's go over and see our ETH calls. Where's our, I can show you this one. And where's it at, where's it at, where's it at, where's it at, where's it at? All right. So let's take a look over here. Let's look at our ETH targets. So this was all of our recent stuff right here. So Litecoin targets, ETH targets. All right. So here's our ETH targets. So these were our old ETH targets, right? Old. Then we targeted the 224, the 22.4, 225. So that was the edge of the end of the wedge. We're all the way down. This bounced off 221. So we bounced off $221. So yeah, it sucks, man. I did miss my targets. I hate it when I miss my targets and make more money. Oh, I hate that so much. And I hate it when my short that everybody called me out for is in so much profit. It's rough being Vamp. Rough being Vamp. Yep. Thanks, Gideon. Appreciate that. Anytime you want to make money, you know where to come, buddy. You're welcome. I hope you got into that short, Gideon. All right, everybody. So much fun. Another super exciting day. So, all right, let's see where we're going to go from here. Since this all just dropped out on us and the world in the sky is falling, I really think... All right, there's that. Yeah. I mean, I was bearish. I pulled a short. That's a little bit shorter than I thought. And I'm telling you, there's the bounce. We're going to get some, we got to get some kind of a bounce here. I mean, our indicators are just, have got to be absolutely up. So look, our RSI is in the dirt. RSI is in the dirt. RSI in the 4 hour. Oh, still a long way to go. So the 4 hours got a long way to go there. Okay, be careful. Okay. Yeah, be careful right there. So here are my targets. So if you're, if you're looking to my lower targets, here's my lower target right here, the 1914, which is at 63.66. This is our 236 right here, and this is our ugly bear target. So I just would like to apologize for all the members right now for having my targets too high and us making extra money. Yeah, sorry guys. All right, set your stop losses, everybody. What a great day. What another great day trading. God, I'm gonna have to go and see how much money I made on that trade. I bet I gotta be okay. I'm a little bit upset I didn't catch all of them at the top. Yeah. Oh, 618 holding on the weekly. All right. So listen, we're very bearish. That's all we got. We're very bearish. I mean, this is, we gotta bounce. We gotta have a bounce here. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to have to figure out how to short better and to get some better targets because my targets clearly missed my targets. So, all right, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here, man. It is always fun when you make amazing calls every day and you have all these amazing people around you. Come on in, dude. Guys, we have so many amazing people. We have like I said, we have an open bar. We have free food. You guys should come on by. Members making tons and tons of money, right? Careful on the longing. Careful on the longing. If you're in your short, you guys need to be setting those stop losses, please. Okay. I would be very careful here. I do think this is going to bounce. I think we're going to get a bounce, but you guys got to be very careful here. Okay. You guys let it take you out of profit. Okay. That's all I recommend. Right? I recommend let this take you out of profit. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm just let this take you out of your profit. Let this take you out of your trade because this could just keep going. Right? This is very bearish. And listen, I mean, just we're very bearish right now. Just let this take you out of the trade. If this was your if this is your wave one of your ETH right here on your USD, you just violated it. So that just turned this into a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Let's just turn this into an impulsive wave. And this is turning into a wave 3 now. So this would be your wave 1, wave 2. You're in wave 3 here. So this is what this looks like. This is turned into a wave 3. 1, 2, looking for a wave 3, bounce, something like that. Okay, and this is now your wave 3 has got to be your longest, and look at the speed of this and the length of this wave. This is definitely turning into a wave 3 here. Now remember, inside of this wave 3, it's going to do a wave 3. So you're going to 1, 2, 3. This could be your 3, 4, and then you're going to fall down to your final end of your wave 3, and then you're going to go ABC, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So be very careful because you just have clearly violated the space of the wave 1 up. All right, so for me, the Vamp, and all of us at Until 1 Mil. Oh, one more thing. You guys, just got to tell you this. Super cool. Anybody can come over. It doesn't matter who you are. You don't have to be a member, okay? We are now offering, we've got live scalping sessions, right? So we have these live scalping sessions right here done by Rocket and KK. And, dude, these guys just absolutely murder it. Right? These guys murder it. This is what they did. It's a session. You come in. It's for anybody, and we're going to be doing them. So this week next 2 weeks is just members only. Next week is members only. But I mean, we had like 100 members in here. It was insane. Everybody did 5%, and then look at 93% realized on their P&L. It was here's every single call. Every call he made. You can see every single call and how every single one of them turned out. They were all just absolutely on the money. It was a lot of fun. He made a bunch of money, and it was so cool. We really had a good time doing it. And he does it live. So we stream the whole thing live. So you're sitting there, you can hear him. He's telling you, enter here, sell here, buy here, sell here, long here, short here. And you're just rocking it with him the whole time, right? Long to ETH, right, at 283, right? Long BC at 661, right? And then you see, boom, there it is. Look at that, 44%, right? You can see he's just an absolute beast, right? Oh, got broken. He stopped out and even that one. But it was a ton of fun, right? It was awesome, right? So we had a lot of fun. We made a bunch of money, and it's really kind of a fun thing to do, all right? So thank you guys all so much, man. Really thank you guys again. And for the Vamp and all of us here at Until 1 Mil, I am out.